All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, Apparition Noe G-chan. It's great to have everybody back. I'm so sorry about that little hiccup. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. Don't worry. I just had to take care of some personal stuff. And yeah, by popular demand, we are going straight back to Seabed, just to keep the schedule consistent. And, you know, I agree. That makes sense. Hello, Shelter. Formerly Kamada. Welcome to the stream. Last time, we were introduced to Takako and Sachiko as various periods in their life. At first, it was jumping around a bit in the beginning. We saw them in high school. We saw them later on as lovers, and in a very brief scene. And look what looks to be the main story here. Oh, that would have been great, Ji-chan. And now we're going to see them in the main scenario, which looks to be them just taking a lovely vacation together, which is very nostalgic for me with some family vacations that I used to take. So I am super excited about this. I wonder, like, are they, like, I just realized right now we do not know whether they are already together or they're so far just friends. Because they got a room with 2 beds and everything. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, I get it. The bubble is the button, not the text. Okay. Yeah, I was a bit worried there for a second. Okay. So, let's get back into it. By the way, please tell me if the music is too loud. Takako jumped on the pier as our fishing boat drew closer to the shore. As the boat began slowing down, I threw Takako... Oh yeah, that's right, it's Sachiko. I threw Takako in the backpack with our things. Ah! Takako caught it without problems. Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. I picked up my handbag and stepped on the pier next to her, my sandals pressing against the old wood with a dry creak. This place looks nice. Oh, that was Takako, goddammit. This place looks nice. Takako glanced around the island we just reached. We were at the small inlet of an island a short boat ride away from the port. Judging by the size and the arrangement of the ancient planks all over the place, I assumed the pier we walked on to be handmade. The water below the white wood was clear and translucent. One could easily spot bright red corals lining the seabed. Hey, there we go! All visible to the naked eye. As I continued down the pier towards the beach, I heard the engine of the boat whirring to life behind me. I turned around to see Takako exchanging a few words with the captain. Then the boat drifted away. Takako waved the boat goodbye before making her way back to me, the dry wood of the pier creaking under each of her steps. I'd love to go swimming right away, but I think we should first find a place to leave our bags at. Takako jerked at her shoulders to fix the position of her bag. Good point. I gets that away. Takako pointed towards the wooded area opposite from the sea, made up mostly of fern and palm trees. There was a barely visible dirt road leading to it. There should be another wide beach beyond those and past the cape. They're going in the jungle. We parted the veil of greenery to see the cape beyond it. Is the music at an okay volume for you guys, or is it too loud? I could hear the lively sough of the waves. I've never heard that word before. Huh. The beach on the other side was expansive. I'm covered entirely in white virgin sand, causing me to squint at the light reflected from it. Wow. Music is a bit loud? Yeah, I can see. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hello, Void Dweller. Welcome to the stream. A few light clouds languidly drifted along the sky. Crystal blue waves beat against the bright sand. Sachi, over here! I followed Takako down the grassy hill. The sand rasped under the soles of my sandals. The beach on this side was shaped like a big croissant, surrounded by high reefs on one side and a forest on the other. The sea reflected both the blue of the sky and the green of the trees, as it extended as far as the eye could see. Right in the middle, I noticed a roof. It belonged to a small wooden water cottage with a thatched roof in the middle of the sea, connected to the shore by a sturdy-looking pier. It also had a flower bed of large red flowers to the side of its door. Hey Guppy Forest, welcome to the stream. A little louder. Okay, I'm just, yeah, there we go. Trying to find a happy medium here. It belonged to a small wooden water cottage. Oh, sorry. The background changed, but the text didn't. Opening the door, Takako stepped inside. Damn, it appears to be a lovely room inside here. Holy shit. It's like some freaking luxurious, far-off thing, but at the same time, I would be scared as fuck. Like, staying in such an isolated room out in the open. Like, I take, like, a hotel room any day. No matter how lovely and romantic that might be, it would be fucking terrifying at night, just being out there alone. I am just a little pussy. Sorry. I can't deal with things like that. Oh, jeez. Like, there was one time where, my significant other, we went to a water park. And, not a water park, but, you know, like a thrill ride park in Australia. I think it was Movie World or whatever. And there was this giant log flume. And they wanted me to go on it. And like, there was more than one. It was like, okay, I thought it was a small. It's like, oh, you know what? Okay, I can deal with this. I've had small log flumes, and then they pointed to no, it was the big drop one, and I was like, nope, sorry. And they got pissed off, but it's like, I would not go on there if you paid me $1,000. I wouldn't go. I wouldn't. No, absolutely not. I can't deal with high roller coasters. I might be able to deal with some if there's no loop-de-loops, because loop-de-loops are just like an immediate no-show. I am a coward, a complete and utter coward. Like, when it comes to those things, I just can't. I just can't. Like, they got pissed off. Like, I just had to put my foot down. I didn't care. I just can't. I can't do it. Now, there was an indoor coaster that was a dark ride, and it had no loops. And we went on that together. Honestly, Void Dweller, I would have to think about it. For 100,000, I would have to think about it. I would have to seriously think about it. And loops are an immediate no-go for any roller coaster for me. I actually like roller coasters in general, but I like the idea of roller coasters. But the thing is, I think there's not enough roller coasters for pussies like me that just want it like a nice, fast ride that's low to the ground, no loops. It might go high a little bit, but like, you know, just like the up and downs, like the baby coasters. But sometimes they're a little bit too babyish, you know? Like there's gotta be like a middle ground somewhere there. Like seriously. But they're all the extreme thrill seekers trying to roller coasters, trying to one up each other. Like who could be the most terrifying ride. And like, I'm sorry, I just can't. I just freaking can't. Anyway, back to the story. The small room housed a double bed with a curtain, a couch, a table, and a few chairs, and everything else to satisfy our furniture-related needs. All of the articles were in country style, giving the impression of dryness. It was a few years ago for me, Ji-chan, as well. I've never been to a water cottage before. Did you book this? Remember Mr. Takuda from the yacht? He lent it to us. Takako opened the fridge and inspected its contents as she replied. Oh, that. God damn it! I switched them! God damn it! I've never been to a water cottage before. Did you book this? Remember Mr. Takuda from the yacht? He lent it to us. Takako opened the fridge and inspected its contents as she replied. Thirsty? Yes. You okay with booze? Woo! As long as it's not strong. Otherwise, water it down a bit, okay? Takako threw her rucksack on the bed and came to my side with 2 glasses of beer in her hands. Oh! Oh! Damn, wow, this is... If they're just there for the day and not staying the night there, I think that would be romantic as fuck. If they're staying the night in their hotel room. I would love that, honestly. Hey, Source, welcome to the stream. Here. After handing one of the glasses over, she gestured toward me with the other. Our glasses met with a cheery clink. I was resting on the sheet while watching Takako play around, doing a combination of cartwheels, backflips, and then a backward somersault, but her hand slipped on the last one and she landed on her bum. Oh my god, oh my god, sores. Same. I don't drink alcohol. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit weird to people. I'm coffee. Now my sister, on the other hand, she loves alcohol, but I just don't, I just don't like it. I'm sorry. Now, I am a pure coffee connoisseur. I'll drink all the coffee you got, but alcohol is just not my thing. I like appreciate it and like I can see like, you know, why it's such a big thing with so many people, but you know, yeah, coffee is my thing. Hey, stop that. I don't need you hurting yourself. Oh damn, Takako. I gave her an indignant look as she came closer. Her silhouette blocked the bright sun, putting me in her shadow. She had fairly impressive abs for her age. Damn, noticing that, eh? I'll go take a swim. Have fun. She began running towards the sea, then stopped midway, came back. And sat down next to me on the sheet, in the shade of the trees. Sand's too hot. Shh. Oh my god! She was rubbing the soles of her feet, trying to cool them off. Need a pair of sandals? I'll give the pair lying next to me a glance. Takako considered the sandals for a moment, then shifted her gaze to the sea. Yes, Void Dweller. It won't matter once I reach the water. She stood up. I'll go take a swim. Have fun. Round 2. Hello, Dimitri. Welcome to the stream. Oh. Let's go swimming together. Let's go swimming together later. Sure. This is exactly something that I would do. Like, seriously, Sachiko. Like, yeah. I am just, yeah, Sachiko and I are a lot alike in many ways. We just like to chill and relax. I am not an active person. I relate to you a lot, Sachiko. She dashed across the sand-covered beach toward the sea. I lay down on my sheet. The leaves of the palm above me were swaying in the wind, occasionally giving a few glimpses of the blue sky beyond them. Sachi! Looking in Takako's direction, I saw her trying to keep her balance among the green waves as she attempted to put the water goggles on her face. In the shade, Void Dweller. Oh yeah, G-chan, yep. It'll be right around when you're 30 and you realize, fuck, you can't stay up till 2 a.m. anymore for the hell of it, watching Adult Swim. And like, you know, you get tired at reasonable hours. Enjoy your youth while you can, G-chan. It's sad, and then unless you become a streamer like me, who slowly getting used to back staying up late again. Looking in Takako's direction, I saw her trying to keep her balance among the green waves as she attempted to put the water goggles on her face. She appeared to be saying something, but the sound of the waves drowned it all out. I can't hear you! Oh, god damn it. I switched him. I can't hear you! There's some really beautiful fish and corals in here! As I cocked my head, Takako shouted in a louder voice. Seemingly satisfied that I waved back at her. She put her goggles back on and dived down into the waves again. As Takako disappeared with a splash, the sea returned to its prior calm state. The light tropical breeze disturbed the leaves and the water's surface, carrying a pleasant kind of humidity and warmth. Splash! I absent-mindedly observed the somewhat boisterous calm of the tropical sea as Takako's face popped out of it, sending a spray of water into the sky. She was quite a distance away from where she had initially submerged. I caught it! Oh my god, Shelder, are you me? Are you me? I have to watch what I eat so carefully, or else my weight just balloons up. It's insane. Takako began walking towards me, her legs piercing through the underwater currents. She was carrying a large blue fish. She caught a fish with her hands? Holy shit! There was this huge fish! She dangled it in front of me. How did you catch it? What are you, friggin' Link from Breath of the Wild? What the fuck? How the fuck did you catch a fish with your hands? I was gazing at the distance as a shadow fell on my face. It was Takako's face, who had been gone to explore the island. That blocked my sun. Basically Void Dweller. Her hands reach out to me. It looks good on you. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh wow, that is so sweet. Oh my god. Wow, Takako. Oh wow, that is adorable. Holy fuck. I touched my head to find a hibiscus crown on it. Oh my god! I found a cave down there. Wanna go see? She gave me her hand and pulled me up. I think it'd be better if you put your sneakers on. As I was about to put on my sand-covered sandals, Takako placed my sneakers next to them. Are you trying to take me to someplace dangerous? Not really, but it's surrounded by cliffs. And you might step on a shell along the way. I put on my sneakers while Takako picked up her thin beach coat. This smells fishy to me. I just don't want to get bit by bugs. How far is it anyway? About 20 minutes or so on foot, I think. I mean, they did say you can go around this entire island in less than an hour. Oh, wow. So they're in a quite small island. Maybe somewhere in the Bahamas or something? She glanced down at her hand-drawn map. I leaned closer to inspect the collar of her coat and smelled the citrus-like fragrance of an anti-bug spray. We trekked to the cliffs on the other side of the cape that we passed on our way to the beach. Finding ourselves at what looked like a dead end surrounded by reefs. Is this really the correct way? If you go along that cliff, you should be able to pass along the sea. I think. Absolutely, Ji-chan. Everything goes back to Umineko. Especially on this channel. Maybe it got sunk by high tide or something. Wait. Takako went toward the cliff she was pointing at earlier. She stepped on the neighboring patch of water and kept walking. She took a few careful steps before turning back to me. I think we can pass through this. I followed her, the soles of my sneakers splashing on our lightly submerged bridge. Soon enough, we found ourselves in an expansive area on the other side of the cliffs. It was a huge shoal beach. Hello, Lauren. Welcome to the stream. A long bridge of sand extended into the sea in an arc. I've I've never seen anything like this before. Should have brought my camera. Takako gazed into the distance. She then continued onwards, stepping on the slightly simmered sand. As she scrutinized the map in her hands, the sound of the waves felt more distant than before, the splashes of water below our feet drowning it out. The clouds drifted along the sky sluggishly and in a chaotic pattern. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to the stream. As I walked on, gazing at the emerald green sea, I suddenly felt like the waves on its surface were drawing closer and closer to us. Okay, Shelter, thank you for coming. Takako? Yeah? Oh, God. Oh, no, it's raining. A drop of cold water landed on my head. Before we knew it, a huge shadow covered the beach we were on. I glanced at the sky to see a massive storm cloud pass above us. Oh, that's the worst! Oh, God. There's nothing worse than it raining on a vacation, during a vacation. Pit-pat, pit-pat. A few ripples extended up of the surface of the sea. And in the next moment, it seemed as though a waterfall had exploded above us. Let's go to the woods! What are they going to find there, I wonder? Takako grabbed my hand and pulled me inland. Yep, it's turning into Mineko. They're going to find the mansion. And they're going to be given Jessica's old clothing. Well, that sure came out of nowhere. I'm all drenched now. I wonder if it's a squall. It feels like a typhoon. Oh my God, it's turning into Mineko! We left our things out in the open back on the beach. Yeah. Raindrops pattered against the leaves, giving the impression that someone was playing drums above our heads. Through the foliage above us, I could see a cloud sparkling in white as the sun rays pierced it. Takako sneezed. Oh! Damn! Okay! Woo! I'm freezing. Just don't catch a cold in a place like this. As I leaned against the tree, waiting for this to pass, Takako suddenly came closer and pressed herself against me. Damn. It's warmer like this. Hey! Oh my God! Wasting no time. She pressed her breast against mine. I could feel their softness through the swimsuit, our warmth blending together. As I had nowhere to escape with the tree trunks behind me, Takako began rubbing her body against... Holy shit! Holy shit, okay. Damn, oh God. This is a good choice. I am glad I'm reading this. She kissed me on the mouth, still pressing against me. Just for a little bit, please? I might really catch a cold if I get any colder. Takako smiled at me. The leaves suddenly rustled behind her and she turned around. Oh, God damn it! Oh, God, that is an instant mood killer. I spotted something that looked like a big spider crawling along the ground, causing all my muscles to tense for a moment. Oh, it's just a coconut crab. But as I look closer, I realize it's just one of those crabs I've already seen all over the island. Hold until we find our way back, at least. Hold it until we... Damn! Takako just can't wait. Holy shit. Thank God it's a crab. It's interesting, like I just realized, like coconut crabs, they are huge and pretty badass, but they have the same general shape as a spider. But they're so much less scary. I pushed Takako away. God damn it! Fucking crab ruining the mood. Fucking hell. Jeez, it's your fault! Takako gave the patch of grass the coconut crab had disappeared into an indignant glance. I totally agree, Takako. The crab is called Mood Slayer. Denied our precious Yuri. As I fixed my swimsuit, Takako gave her map a careful look before inspecting the island through the crack in the trunk. I can see the cliff from here, so I feel we're close. I think we can go a bit further and hide from the rain in the cave. Then we can get back to where we were up to, eh? That's a good idea. The thick foliage protected us from most of the rain, but a few cold drops still stuck through, falling on my neck. Takako pressed forward, pushing fern leaves out of her way. She stumbled on the root of a green, moss-covered tree, but I caught her from behind. Look where you go, jeez. Thanks. We continued forward, fighting the leaves in our way. Are you sure we're going in the right direction? Oh, are you sure we're going in the right direction? I think it's just over there. I followed her gaze. Almost completely hidden by the surrounding greenery of moss and fern trees, we came upon a cave entrance. How did you even find this? Come on! Takako jumped down from the rocky upper ground we were on and extended her hand toward me. I slowly climbed down as well, but my foot slipped on the wet surface. I fell straight into Takako's arms. Score! Oh, you're so soft. Oh, cut it out. As we descended into the cave, now protected by its sturdy roof, the sound of the rain grew more distant. It's a lot more spacious than I thought. I could hear the sound of dripping water from somewhere. We noticed countless tunnels in all shapes and sizes a bit further down. Some were too small for even a person to squeeze through. Others were large enough for a car to fit. They formed a complex layout like weathered lava stones. Takako shot a few glances out around the vicinity as she pressed forward. Is there something else you wanted to show me? Yeah, my tits. There should be some fireflies here. I've already seen those. You mean glowworms? That's what I was told. You want to see them, right? I saw a puddle of water right where she was stepping. Takako, wait. What? Her foot sank into the water. I was trying to tell you to be careful. Damn. There were countless gashes on the rocks we were walking on, and some of them were filled with translucent water. A few seemed deep enough to swallow you whole. Oh, that's dangerous. The road into the cave was leading further and further down below. I can barely see anything anymore. Now that's more like it. This is dangerous. I think we should turn back. Sachiko, seriously. Sachiko just keeps reacting exactly how I would react in these situations. Let's just go a little further. Takako's voice reverberated across the countless tunnels, growing too garbled for me to make out. Did you say something? I stopped and looked at her. Look. Oh, wow. That is beautiful. There seemed to be light above a large black rock further down. I could see a few trees and a patch of white sky through a hole in the rock wall. A stream of water trickled down into the cave, splashing down like a waterfall into the pond it made below. Oh my god, that is gorgeous. The ceiling sparkling. Oh, that was Takako. God damn it. The ceiling sparkling. Takako pointed at the many blue lights above us. As a storm cloud drifted over the hole in the wall, the cave momentarily fell dark, making the lights stand out even more. My god, you could hardly think of a more romantic place. They look like stars. I wish I brought my camera. I doubt we'll ever forget this, even without a picture. You didn't make out there? That would be... Oh, well, I could see why, because there's probably no good place to lie down, because it's all a rocky floor, but still, that would have been... Ah, oh, jeez. Stupid crab! Moon killer! We got out of the cave, and after traversing the woods again, found ourselves on the beach we had originally started out from. As I walked closely behind Takako, we left a trail of footprints that made it seem like some four-legged animal had been prowling across the beach. But the waves soon washed them away. Do you think the twilight looks so vivid because the air here is clear of pollution? I gazed at the violet sea and the marmalade-colored sky, stretching above it. The refreshing breeze blew toward the west, leaving little wavelets in its wake. Takako raised to both her arms as she stretched. I absent-mindedly gazed at Takako's marmalade-colored back and the violet sea while trying to hold down my hair in the wind. Takako's twin tails painted circles in the air as she turned her head. I love how Sachiko describes Takako. You could tell how much she really pays attention to details about her. and like is really affectionate towards her just by how she describes her. Her face lit up in joy as she spotted something and cheerfully trotted towards it. There was a tilted palm in the direction she was walking. An idyllic-looking tree with its roots stretched all across the green carpet around it. Its tilted trunk stretched all the way to the white sand, while the leaves shuddered in sync with the waves. Takako jumped on the trunk and began ascending it. My god, she is athletic. I couldn't do that to save my life. She's gonna try to get some coconuts, isn't she? The view's great from here! I wonder if it got tilted by the wind. The tree would shake with her every step as she balanced herself with outstretched arms. Don't come crying to me if you fall down. I got this! Just as she said that, her sandal slipped, sending her face first in the sand below. I fell. I can see that, you idiot! Baka! What were you going to do if you got hurt? I'm sorry. I handed Takako her sandal as she was patting the sand off her butt. Let's hurry back. Yeah. I took her hand and turned back to the direction we came from. I can't believe I have to keep babysitting you even in a place like this. I guess that's our relationship. You're goddamn right it is. Takako kept her eyes on the palm as we walked. Wasn't there a picture of a palm tree above the wash bin at the place we used to live at? Was there? The horizon began taking on to indigo hue. Now that you mention it, I think there was some postcard there, yes. I kept imagining what the real thing would look like as I washed my face. So now that you've seen it, how do you feel? Oh god, I had him reversed! Now that you mention it, I think there was some postcard there, yes. I kept imagining what the real thing would look like as I washed my face. So, now that you've seen it, how do you feel? Nostalgic. I see. A white seafowl flew off in the distance, toward the sea. It's an odd feeling being on an island that not a single other person lives on. That is scary. I think that's a scary feeling. Oh man, so they're gonna stay on this island overnight instead of going back to the mainland? Oh boy, that is scary. I would be so scared. If our boat doesn't show up tomorrow, the world will have 2 more missing persons cases. Did you watch a movie like that back in school? Ah, that brings back memories. Remind me, what did the protagonist eat to survive? Mainly crabs and clams before he crafted hunting equipment. Well, we did meet that pesky little crab earlier. Mood killer! I say we should find it and cook it for dinner as revenge for stopping our beloved makeouts. You think you could recognize it? I memorized its face. What kind of face does the crab have? One with dim, uncomprehending eyes that won't let us make out in peace? I don't think you can tell them apart with just that. This place is full of fish and fruit too. I bet we could live like queens if we really wanted. Being able to let our hairs down at a place like this is nice from time to time, but it'd be the end of us the moment we got sick or hurt. Yeah, you really wouldn't want to get sick here. And there's no bath around. I can build one for you. I hate cold water, so you'll have to collect firewood every day. Sure thing. I stepped on the pieces of coal scattered across the ground, crushing them into pieces before finally mixing them with the sand. Having finished tidying up after dinner, I picked up the empty can and returned to our water cottage. From the wharf, it looked like a lighthouse shining atop the Black Sea. Its light extended along the water, sparkling and consort with the waves. I opened the door to see Takako cleaning the wire netting with a brush in the kitchen. Yeah, they got a bug net on the bed to make sure, yep. Oh god. You know what? I am really loving this. I am so glad I decided to read this. This is so fucking relaxing and sweet. A nice break from all the detectives and murder and everything that we... I am really, really enjoying this. Putting the can back in its place, I opened the curtains and lay down on the bed. Yes. Come on. I turned on my side and closed my eyes for a few seconds until the springs of the bed creaked. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I felt Takako's breath, who seemed to have finished her cleaning, tickle my neck. A moment passed, and her lips pressed against it. Hell the fuck yeah! Oh my god! Where's your head going? Oh my god! Takako! What's with this all of a sudden? Both their hands, actually, I just realized. Yeah. Woo! YouTube. Please keep this up, YouTube. You said we could do it when we got back. Takako pulled me closer to her, placing one of her hands on my breast while sticking the other one under my clothes, trailing it down along my belly. Damn! Oh my god! Oh wow! We can if you insist, but are you sure we can dirty the sheets here? Damn. Oh god, this is fucking awesome! We are straddling that PG-13 to R line right here. And of course they skip through it. God damn it. I bet that there's an SFW patch for this somewhere. And I totally wouldn't mind seeing it. You didn't hear that. I sat up, parted the curtain slightly, and stepped outside. Where are you going? Yup! They skipped over it. There's probably... I wonder if there's an... oh, there isn't? Really? Okay. Damn. Takako, who had been sleeping until now, reached out to me. I want some air. Wait for me. I turned away from Takako and stepped outside onto the terrace. I sat down, making myself comfortable on the wooden beach chair, covered by a striped cloth. Crossing my hands on my belly, I gazed up into the sky. The Milky Way stretched before my eyes, beautiful enough to make me feel like I was looking at a photo album. The stars littering the surface of the dark azure waves sparkled like a collage of tiny gems. You're gonna catch a cold if you sleep here. Takako sat down on the beach chair next to mine. I'll go back after watching this. Why don't you have a look too? I picked up the pamphlet, opening the page with the descriptions of constellations, and handed it to her. Ah, right, the sky's different on the southern hemisphere. Chameleon, Mensa, Octans, Apis. You can't see those four back home. So yeah, I think they are somewhere in the Caribbean then. These southern constellations sure have weird names. It seems like most southern constellations were named during the Age of Discovery. It was during that time that European sailors first arrived on these shores. Your Wi-Fi died, Jitan? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Someone like the northern constellations that were usually named after ancient myths and legends. The southern ones were named after ship parts, scientific tools, and newly discovered animals. Over there. Takako pointed to a spot just a little east of the Centaurus constellation. There are many bright stars over there. Is it a constellation too? Oh. There are many bright stars over there. Is that a constellation too? I think it's a Southern Cross. Ah, the one on the coins, right? Going clockwise from the bottom is the Southern Cross's Alpha Star, Beta Star, Gamma Star, and Delta Star. What's that in the middle? It's the Southern Cross's Epsilon, I think. It looks pretty bright from here. Kinda. The reason the Southern Cross is so easy to spot is because its Alpha Star, Alpha Crucius, and its Beta Star, Mimosa, are among the 21 first magnitude stars in our sky. Good night, Chi-chan. Thank you so much for coming. And Soars as well. You sure know a lot about this stuff. It was all written on the pamphlet. Takako turned the pamphlet over and gave it a long, hard look. Incidentally, Alpha Crucis is 321 light years away from us. So its light comes from 300 years before we were born. Huh. Takako picked up a glass from the table next to her and raised it to eye level. 300 years. She tilted the glass slightly. I regarded her for a few moments, until she started to blush. Medic, I need help! It's too late. Might as well give up. Okay. If you know you won't be able to finish, don't even start. You're right, OA. That is a very good way of showing how the characters are over 21 without having to explicitly state it in the story. If you know you won't be able to finish, don't even start. Well, it's just the two of us here anyway, so nothing to be too self-conscious about. Just don't make a fool of yourself in front of people next time. Maybe an alien 321 years in the future will be watching. They would need one amazing telescope to achieve that. Well, you know what they say. Even the walls have ears. Yes, Void Dweller. A god might have still been watching us or something, right? Maybe. If we place a huge mirror on that star, wouldn't we be able to see this beach from 642 years ago? Perhaps. If you want to test that, how about trying with multiple mirrors and an even better telescope? Ah, I see. As Takako fell in thought, silence returned to our tranquil abode. Although it was already too dark to see, I could hear the incessant sound of waves rushing against the beach and the poles supporting our cottage. If I listened more carefully, I could also make out a cacophony of fauna and the rustling of trees from the beach. Sachi? I shifted my gaze back to Takako and found her looking directly at me. What? Takako knows how to be so fucking romantic. God, I love Takako so much. She is so romantic. Oh, wow. I thought it was her who first proposed this relationship, too. I don't have a mirror here, so just look at my eyes for a little. Anything? Anything? It's too dark to see. I'm not surprised. Your eyes are darker than the night itself. Yeah. Woo! Yes! Oh my god, yes. I love this. I love this. I love it, 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 love it. Are we doing a time jump here? It looks like, yeah, it looks like a time jump. She's wearing different clothes. It looks like she's wearing like a business suit or something. That would be an amazing Steam wallpaper copy for us. I don't know who this is. Probably Sachiko, since she was just in that CG there. I turned the handle to stop the rain. Several drops of water trailed down my body and fell on the bathroom floor. The faint afternoon glow filtered in through the small bathroom window and met the steam inside, blanketing the room in a pale blue light. A rubber duck was floating in the half-filled bathtub. I'd forgotten to unplug. I think this might be a flashback. After gazing at it for a few moments through half-shut eyes, I lifted a towel off the rack and left the bathroom while scrubbing my skin with the thing. Once I felt dry enough for comfort, I put on the underwear I'd left on the dryer. Ouch! I hit my shin against a box in the corridor while drying my hair. Ooh, that smarts. I raised my hurt leg and proceeded to hop to the rest of the way on one foot, kicking a roll of packing tape out of the way in the process. Now, I was thinking there might be the reason why I thought there might be an NSFW patch is because Heart of the Woods, which is another Yuri visual novel I've read, does have an NSFW patch. The art in Heart of the Woods is an American one, but you'd never know it by the art. And really lovely art, by the way. Another Yuri visual novel. I raised my hurt leg and proceeded to hop the rest of the way on one foot, kicking a roll of packing tape out of the way in the process. Out of the multiple boxes in the corridor, the one I collided with had yet to be fastened. It's pretty decent, OA. I do think you will enjoy it if you read it. I definitely think you would like it. Takako's sunflower-themed shirt stared back at me from inside. I opened the door at the end of the corridor, and upon entering the living room, turned left to the kitchen and peeked into the fridge. After grabbing a bottle of barley tea from inside, I closed the fridge's door. I took a glass cup from the cupboard, filled it up with tea, and gulped its contents down in a single breath. After refilling my cup and returning the bottle to the fridge, I continued to the living room with glass in hand, where I picked up the remote from the table and flickered on the TV. I'm guessing this is around 2010 or something, judging by how that TV looks. I pulled out the makeup box and the hairdryer from the cabinet and made myself comfortable on the sofa. I began drying my hair, catching only short bits and pieces of what the news anchor on TV was saying. Finishing that, I changed into a pair of jeans and a colorful tunic before finally leaving the house. That will be 300 yen. I placed the coins I had prepared as I waited in line to the train. Thank you very much. The clerk took care of the basket while I picked up the paper bag. I wonder if this is before or after the vacation. I left the general store and continued down the sidewalk. It was now illuminated by a slightly stronger light compared to the morning. As the traffic signal between the police station and the department store lit up in green, a mass of people who had been waiting for it jerked forward like a wave. As I tried to overtake a man in front of me, our shoulders bumped. It seemed like the amount of people doubled here during afternoons. I continued crossing the street. Looking down at the shoes of the people up ahead of me, as my paper bag bumped into someone else to my side. Damn, stoplights play a song in Japan? That would be scary at night. Oh, god damn it, I missed the line. I stopped and placed my paper bag into my handbag. Oh, here we go. Okay. You'll get hit by a car if you keep spacing out in the middle of the street, Sachi. I raised my face in response to clearly hearing my name. However, the person to whom that voice must have belonged was nowhere to be seen. That would be terrifying at night, honestly. That seems like something that would happen in a horror movie. I turned to a narrow alley between two large buildings, leaving the street behind me. As I continued on, I glanced at my wristwatch. Seeing that it's time, I decided to hasten my pace. Whatever Sachiko does for work, she must be very, very good at it to afford such a luxurious, like, beachside vacation. Damn. The bell above the cafe's door gave off an energetic chime as I stepped inside. Wow, this music is awesome. It feels like almost like Persona when you enter into a restaurant or something like that. It feels like I'm entering in like a lovely building, like a nice friendly building in an RPG. This music. Very atmospheric and very nostalgic. This whole thing this whole game just screams nostalgia. As the establishment's front door was down a short flight of stairs below street level, it naturally had no windows and was dimly lit inside. The wall lights would be on all the time, coloring the interior in red and orange. I continued further into the shop, my footsteps silenced by the lush carpet. Oh, a new character, finally. Let's see. Sitting at a round table next to a wall behind a row of low handrails, barely reaching to my waist, a red-haired woman, Narasaki Hibiki, raised a hand to catch my attention. Over here. I went up the stairs to her table as she folded the newspaper she had been reading. Oh, I thought I came early. Oh, my appointment today finished early, so I thought I might as well come ahead of you. There was an empty milk pack, a half-finished cup of coffee. Oh, I'm gonna like her. That would look like a cake plate in front of Narasaki. There was nothing but a silver paper and a few crumbs left on it. And she's a scientist too? Oh, wow. Narasaki wore a lab coat over her pale blouse and skirt. You came in her work clothes? They're the best clothes I have. I sat down facing her. The dim light from the walls fell on her white coat, dyeing it in a pale hue of orange. Oh, she's a doctor. I see. So, you really did become a doctor. You didn't believe me? Narasaki stretched her back. It suits you. I'm glad to hear that. Narasaki curled her lips slightly, letting out one of her characteristic sighs. Yay, I got her voice right! I hope I didn't ruin your schedule by contacting you out of nowhere. And don't worry about it. It's been a while since we've last seen each other, so I was curious about you myself. Oh, when was it? Back in elementary school? You don't remember? I narrowed my eyes, scanning through my memories, but Narasaki gave me a dismissive wave of the hand. It's okay, not like it was anything important. If you say so. The waiter placed a cup of steaming coffee in front of me. He then placed a couple of sugar cubes and a small milk bottle next to it before wordlessly returning to the counter. Oh, having some coffee. Oh, yes. I just made one for myself, but it just ends too early. I stirred my coffee with a spoon, creating a miniature whirlpool in the middle as I poured some milk into it. My small white whirlpool kept on spinning. As I sat there, satisfied with my whirlpool, I heard Narasaki chuckle. What? Oh, don't mind me. Her eyes were fixed on my hand, stirring the white coffee. Really? Because I think I see, you really, you associate my Sachiko voice more with Narasaka. Narasaki seems like she's a bit tired. So I'm just trying to voice her like that, based on how she looks and what she's been saying so far. I left the spoon on the tray and took a sip from my coffee, letting its familiar bitterness spread across my mouth. I felt as though Narasaki was snickering at me again. They have good cakes here. Do you want me to guess what you've ordered? Try your luck. A rare green tea flavored cheesecake. How'd you know? You can tell from the wrapping paper. Narasaki picked up her own cup. Did you like it? Yeah. Particularly the cream. I wonder if they use condensed milk with it or something. It tasted a bit like the mochi ice cream they sell back home. Now that you mention it, that sure brings back memories. You think they make their cakes here? No, they bring them over from the cake shop next door. You want me to check the art gallery for a quick moment before the stream's over? Sure, I'll do that. It's part of the same brand. Oh. Almost got them switched. If you liked it, you can buy something there on your way home. I'd personally recommend the sunflower. What kind of cake is that? It's a fruit cake with a chocolate base. Lots of cream in it, too. I see. Maybe I'll check it out. I recommend it. As the background music that filled the shop slowly faded out, a melody of some classical piece soon took its place. Narasaki looked around the shop. Something wrong? I just thought it was pretty convenient for a cafe and a confectionery to pair up like this. Does such a thing as an inconvenient pairing even exist? There's a place near where I live that runs both a cafe and a barber shop. There is by me too! It's crazy! My god. Huh? You want Narasaki to be less tired? I just voiced her like that because of the expression she has. Like, she just looks like she's really tired. Sure, okay, Guppy Force. I guess you could enjoy a drink while you get your hair done. But that means there's little point in going there, if all you want is a cup of coffee. Let's see, what should I give her? Well, perhaps maybe have something to make it compelling. You can never tell unless you go check it out yourself. I guess it needs further investigation. Glancing at my wristwatch, I noticed almost how half an hour had passed. We've only been chatting for half an hour, so don't worry. Seems so, yeah. You keep checking the time. Are you in a hurry or something? Does it look that way? I thought it was normal. I should have contacted you earlier, but you always end up having some sort of work pile up at the worst of times. You're busy? I've had my hands full lately, yes. With work? Yes. I've heard you were in the design business. That's right. I'm running my own company. Oh, that explains why she has so much money. Who told you? Good question. I don't quite remember anymore. I see. Is your office nearby? Yes. And can you make a living off it? I get by. I'm getting less offers compared to before the economy crashed. But there's still enough of a demand. Oh yeah, so I guess around 2010 kind of fits this. You can always tell it's Narasaki from the size. Well, it's just me and 3 employees, so it brings in enough money to sustain 4 people at least. So, you were saying you're getting less offers, but you're actually getting busier. Pretty much. Things got more hectic after... Oh no! What happened to Takako? Takako disappeared. Oh no! Oh god, what happened to Takako? It wasn't easy finding someone to fill her spot. Disappeared? Yes. Do you remember her? I remember the 3 of us playing together when we were kids, yeah. Yes, that's her. We even started the company together. But then she goes and vanishes without a trace during a crucial time like this. Just how uncontrollable can she be? She drives me insane sometimes. Narasaki let out a small chuckle. Yeah, this isn't a flashback, it's a flash forward after the vacation. I see you've got your plate full. You can say that again. You're not feeling exhausted lately, are you? Have I been acting strange or something? No, not really. But you've always had trouble saying no to people. I mean, we've made you act as class president and run the club as well. I was worried you might be putting too much burden on yourself again. You didn't make me do anything. I did all of that voluntarily. Well, in any case, overworking yourself is a surefire way to build up stress. I suppose you're right. But I'm not stressed out. My job is pretty much my hobby anyway. Glad to hear that. You work at a psychiatry clinic around here, right? Oh, okay, so she's that kind of doctor. Narasaki, still holding her coffee cup, shifted her eyes from the menu to me. Yeah. So you listen to people with mental problems like schizophrenia or chronic depression, analyze them, and give them advice on what to do? Somewhere along those lines? I see you're watching the same TV shows as me. We have a case or two like that once in a blue moon, sure. But most of our patients are senile old folks coming to talk about their grandkids. Or housewives complaining about their daily chores and husbands. Usually all you have to do to fix their problems is hear them out. So she's a therapist. Hard to believe the girl we played doctor with as kids actually became one. Narasaki ran her hand across her face. Our little clinic is hardly an establishment to brag about, really. There's a big hospital nearby, so we get very few people. You've wanted to become a doctor ever since then? Who knows? Maybe. I don't remember. Norasaki placed the empty coffee cup back on the tray. I just like observing people. I believe that nothing happens without a reason. So when someone starts raving or acting in contradiction to common sense, I can't help getting curious about its underlying cause. It's probably the main reason why I became a psychiatrist. Yep. I see. So, I thought you wanted my help or something? Once we were done engaging in small talk about our jobs, Narasaki swiftly shifted to the main subject at hand. Oh, wow. Okay, so yep, we're in this kind of visual novel. Things that we see may not be real. Did you have any patients suffering from hallucinations? A few. Are you seeing any? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I thought I got them mixed up, but then I realized no, I didn't. I think it's probably because of exhaustion, but... Narasaki slowly leaned her hand forward, seemingly deep in thought. Her forehead almost touched the cup on the tray. Do you remember the fits I had as a child? You had fits? Did I never tell you? Well, my ears would sometimes begin ringing, and nothing I did would make it go away. Narasaki paused for a few moments, and after giving me a brief look, parted her lips to speak. Now that you mention it, I think I remember you telling me that. Ringing in the ears, huh? Yeah, I thought it would drive me crazy. Well, that could be explained by acoustic hyperesthesia. Can you tell me how exactly you would manifest? At times, I'd wake up at night and hear all the sounds around me as if they were amplified. I feel like my head could burst at any second. The shorter fits would pass after a few minutes, but some of the longer ones could go on for over half an hour. I realized my right hand was unconsciously touching my ear. I stopped having them around elementary school, but they came back recently. You might want to make a visit to an otorhinologist just in case. I've already been to one and they couldn't find anything wrong with my ears, though they told me to come back if the symptoms grew worse. Narasaki regarded me in complete silence and stillness. Will you? Neither the ringing nor its frequency changed at all. Oh my god. So we do have some kind of... I wonder if it's some kind of psychic thing? Remember when they were talking about psychic powers? But I also started hearing Takako's voice in its place. I wonder if this is a psychic power thing. Remember when they were talking about psychic powers last episode and we all thought it was a joke? I wonder if it's actually real and that's what this is. Narasaki slightly furrowed her brows. You sure it's not just your imagination? I could hear it very clearly. I emphasized the word clearly. Do you think it's an auditory hallucination? Narasaki inhaled a breath and crossed her legs again. Well, if you hear something that cannot possibly be there, then it would probably be classified as that, yeah. I guess an otorhinologist couldn't help you with that. Hello, David Lohman. We're getting into psychic powers and shit, I think we might be getting into. And can you? Auditory hallucinations can be a symptom of schizophrenia, but based on our little chat today, I'm not seeing anything in you that would support such a diagnosis. And it doesn't seem like you to be having a severely adverse effect on your lifestyle either, as if you're perfectly aware of the fact that they are hallucinations. In short, I think you might just be exhausted. I see. We've had a lot of folk with work-related adjustment disorders lately. Yeah, I'm also getting 999 flashbacks. David Loman, oh my god. You and I were thinking the same thing. Most of those can be cured with a few weeks of vacation. You should probably not be worry about it too much, unless it starts affecting your life. So it's best if I don't think too much about it. Basically. Okay, I understand. Thanks. I feel a bit better now. If those voices you hear become worse for whatever reason, and get worried again, you can always come straight to my clinic. What's 999, Void Dweller? Before I read Uineko, 999 was my favorite visual novel. That's what 999 is. With that, she stuck a hand in her pocket and pulled out a business card. Narasaki Mental Clinic. Psychiatrist, Narasaki Hibiki. It had the address written on the other side. Could I get your card too, if that's okay? I wonder if I'll have any left. I picked up my handbag from the sofa and pulled out my card holder. However, no matter where I looked, I couldn't find any of my cards. I'm sorry. Don't sweat it. Remember to keep one on you the next time we meet. Okay. And I'll want to hear more about your work, too. If that's what you want. Realizing that my coffee cup was empty, I promptly pulled my hand back. The chair let out a low creak as Narasaki crossed her legs again. What time is it? I instinctively glanced at my wristwatch again. 8:30. Oh, that late already? This place has neither a clock nor windows, so I guess that's just how they roll. Narasaki picked up her wallet from the table, and after glancing at the receipt and taking out the amount indicated, returned it to the handbag and she kept next to her. Going already? Going already? I've still got to drop by my clinic tonight. I see. What about you? Lifting her handbag from the seat, Narasaki gave me a brief glance. I think I'll relax for a few more minutes. That is such a thing I would do. Relaxing in a cafe, especially one as private as this, that is pure bliss. I think we will, Void Dweller. I think we will see more of the psychic stuff as it goes on. Hearing that, Narasaki made a short pause before speaking up again. It's been a while since I had fun like this. Me too. About what we discussed. Remember, if you're still worried, you can always come by my clinic. Thanks. I'll do that. Oh my god, apparition. One of the things I miss most from America, besides the restaurants in general, is Panera Bread. Oh god, Panera Bread. Oh god. I miss Panera Bread so much. As she left the shop, Narasaki placed a palm on the back of her neck, then slid it down to wave me goodbye. I spent some time absent-mindedly gazing at the empty space in front of me that Narasaki used to occupy. After shifting my gaze to the empty cup, I finally stood up, picked up the receipt, and continued to the counter to pay for my drink. Streets outside were already covered in darkness, with the neon signs of shops illuminating my way. I turned around and saw myself reflected in the window glass. There were faint black spots below my eyes, making me look like a bit of a ghost. Well, that was a bit of a short... Back to Sachiko! Is Sachiko missing or not? Okay, let's see. No, Takako is the one who's missing. It looks like Sachiko is the main character after all, not Takako. See, Takako is still missing, and she's at her office. But this office looks like it's from the 1980s. What's up with these CRT monitors? My god. This is what monitors used to look like. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, Sachiko. Sachiko is a coffee addict. My god. Seriously, Sachiko? I am not having a hard time at all projecting onto you. I grabbed a pack of iced coffee from the fridge and filled my flower-patterned cup, then returned to the office with cup in hand. The story is set in the late 80s? Really, Guppy Force. Oh, so they're talking about the Japanese economic crash after the boom in the 80s. I see. But that TV looked like a flat screen. The office itself was a small cream-colored room with 5 office desks crammed into it. 4 of the desks faced each other, while the last one was slightly further away, positioned by the window. I headed towards that particular desk, sat down, and proceeded to turn on my computer. Takako is here! I got it, Void Dweller. So this might be a flashback. Sipping coffee with one hand while typing my password with the other, I listened to Takako nibble on her 10th or so candy. Her co-workers! Oh my god! They have a little animation there for her eating the candy! Oh my god! I guess this might be a flashback. Takako, her eyes fixed on the documents, reached out towards a transparent glass jar resting next to her monitor. It was filled with colorful candies. She nimbly undid its cap, avoiding the lemon-colored ones, picked a candy with an apple design on its wrapping. After unwrapping the thing, she quickly chucked it into her mouth. we had these little animations! And started nibbling on it. Soon enough, she casually thrust her hand into the jar again and pulled out a lemon-colored one. Her hand stopped as she noticed the color of its wrapping. Want a candy, Fumi? Takako addressed the employee sitting in front of her, Uita Fumi. Fumi shifted her gaze to Takako, knitting her eyebrows. Let's see, what word should I give her? Maybe Jessica? How many of those could you eat in a day? The sound you make when you're chewing is bothering me. I'm always sleepy past noon. If I don't eat something, I might fall asleep. Your sugar intake must be off the charts. Don't come cry to me when you gain weight. It's okay. My brain burns all the sugar anyway. I'm like freaking L from Death Note. To me, candy's like coal to a steam engine. She let out a hearty guffaw. Figuring that I'd seen enough, I rose from my desk and drew closer to them. I picked up the candy bottle from the table. I'll be confiscating this. But that's my fuel! Takako spun around as Fumi made a crooked smile behind her back. The sound you make is bothering everyone. If you can't eat them in a sun silence, then chew on this instead. Oh, that was Sachiko. Okay. The sound you make is bothering everyone. If you can't eat them in silence, then chew on this instead. I held up a piece of mint gum in front of her face. Takako opened her mouth, biting the gum straight out of my hand. Gum doesn't make me feel like I've eaten anything, but I guess it's better than nothing. I placed the candy bottle on my desk and resumed my accounting work. I gave the completely unfazed Takako an exasperated look. Fumi did the same. A chair let out a pleading creak. Do you think this is a good stopping point, or is there going to be one soon? If there's going to be another one within the next 15 minutes or so, then I'll definitely go to that one. Time just flies when I'm doing this series, it seems. Very relaxing, very adorable. Lots of sweet-ass Yuri, which I am all for. I am so glad I'm reading this. And especially this is going to go alongside Chaos Head. So that's going to be a really nice, I'm going to really like that. A nice pair of Let's Plays, something really intense, I assume. You'd say a good break? Okay. Okay. And alongside something really relaxing like this. So I think that's really, I think that's going to be a great pair of Let's Plays to have going at the same time. Don't forget to check the art gallery. Okay. Absolutely. Sure. Yeah, before we go back, uh, Chaos Head is replacing yes, the next thing of Higurashi. Yes, yeah, it will. I am finishing Higo. Relax, Void Dweller, relax. After Seabed, I will be continuing with Higurashi. It's just a short break. After Seabed will be Tsukio Toshi and then Higanbana. We can see all these CGs. There she is. Yeah, me too, Void Dweller. I also like edgy stuff. Oh, and here she is. Okay, so the two of them were meeting here. I see. We barely even got to see this CG of her. It's like flashed on screen for a second. Yeah, I know that was Narasaki apparition. I was talking about both of them. I said her twice, so it got a bit confusing. Those are probably just her office clothing. That's just her business suit, Void Dweller. And this is a lovely picture to end on, don't you think? So until next time, guys, I am super excited about Seabed. And tomorrow, yes, tomorrow we will continue Higurashi. So don't worry about that, okay? So until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.